My name is HR, and I've been a manifestation coach since 2006. Over the years, I've worked with thousands of individuals to help them understand the power of their minds, their thoughts, and their emotions. What I've realized in my work is that most people are living their lives on autopilot, unaware of the incredible power they possess to shape their reality. Today, I want to take you on a journey, a deep dive into the nature of your mind, your thoughts, and the stories you tell yourself. By the end of this, you'll not only see your life in a new light, but you'll also know how to harness that awareness to manifest a life of peace, clarity, and purpose. Every day you wake up, go about your routine, think your thoughts, feel your emotions, and life feels normal. But have you ever stopped to ask yourself, who is actually experiencing all of this? If your mind is constantly generating thoughts, doubts, and judgments, then who is the one listening? Most people never pause to consider this question. They assume the voice in their head, the one narrating, judging, and sometimes criticizing, is who they are. But let me ask you, is it? Here's the truth I've uncovered in my years as a coach. Most people think they control their minds, but in reality, their minds control them. Think about it. How often do thoughts pop into your head without your permission? You don't sit down and say, I'll think about this now. Thoughts arise on their own, some familiar, some random, and some completely unwelcome. It's as if the mind has a life of its own. You want to focus, but intrusive thoughts distract you. You want to feel calm, but anxiety creeps in. You want to rest, but your brain keeps spinning. If you were truly in control, would it be this way? The answer lies in understanding one fundamental truth. The you think you are, the identity you've constructed, is not your true self. It's a facade built by years of conditioning, experiences, and societal expectations. Most people live trapped in their thoughts, believing every narrative their mind creates. But let's be clear, your thoughts are not reality. They're interpretations of reality, stories your mind tells you based on past experiences and future fears. Imagine sitting quietly in a room. Nothing is happening. The space is still and calm. Then a thought pops into your head. What if I fail at this? Instantly, your body reacts. Stress rises, your heart races, and anxiety sets in. But pause for a moment. What's actually happening? Nothing has changed in the external world. That thought didn't predict the future or alter reality, yet it controlled you because you believed it. That's the power of thoughts. But it's also where your power lies, because the moment you stop believing every thought as truth, you reclaim control. This is why so many people suffer, not because of external reality, but because of the stories their minds tell them about reality. For example, if a stranger looks at you in a certain way, your mind might jump to conclusions. They don't like me. I must have done something wrong. But is that true? Maybe they were lost in thought. Maybe they had a bad day. Maybe they didn't even notice you. Yet, because you believed your mind's story, you felt hurt, judged, or rejected. The mind's tendency to create these narratives is one of the biggest barriers to peace. I often tell my clients, your mind is like an overprotective friend. It's constantly scanning for threats, trying to prepare you for the worst case scenario. But in doing so, it often fabricates problems that don't exist. The more you buy into these mental stories, the more trapped you become in a cycle of fear and self doubt. The first step to breaking free is recognizing that you are not your thoughts. You are the awareness that observes them. Take a moment to reflect on this as you listen to me. There's a voice in your head commenting on everything you're hearing. That voice is not you. You are the presence that's aware of it. And when you realize this, a profound shift happens. You gain the ability to choose. You can choose to let go of the thoughts that don't serve you. You can choose to focus on the present moment instead of being lost in mental chatter. But let me be honest, this isn't a one-time realization. Your mind has been operating on autopilot for years, reinforcing patterns and loops. Even when you start recognizing your thoughts for what they are, just passing clouds, they don't stop overnight. They'll keep coming. They'll try to pull you back into old habits of overthinking and self-doubt. This is where the real work begins. Cultivating self-awareness as a daily practice. Self-awareness is not something you achieve and check off a list. It's a habit, a way of living. It's the ability to catch yourself when the mind starts spinning its stories, even in the hardest moments. When you can do this, you begin to move through life differently. You stop reacting impulsively. You stop being controlled by fleeting emotions. You develop clarity and inner peace. Now let's go deeper. If you are not your thoughts, emotions, or reactions, then who are you? The answer is simple yet profound. You are the awareness behind it all. That awareness is vast, peaceful, and untouched by the chaos of the mind. It's the same presence that has been with you since childhood, the silent observer that watches everything unfold. When you truly connect with this awareness, your life transforms. Thoughts will still arise, but they no longer control you. Emotions will still flow, but they no longer overwhelm you. Challenges will still come, but they no longer consume you. You begin to see everything, thoughts, emotions, and even problems, as temporary phenomena like clouds passing through the sky. And you are the sky itself, vast, unchanging, and free. This is where real freedom begins. Not by controlling your mind, but by stepping outside of its games entirely. The mind will try to pull you back, especially during difficult times, a painful memory, an anxious thought, or a bad day can easily make you forget everything you've learned. But this is part of the journey. Awakening isn't about never feeling pain or doubt. It's about remembering, even in those moments, that you are not the pain, not the doubt, and not the story your mind is telling you. So, how do you take this understanding and apply it to your life? Start by cultivating awareness. Notice your thoughts without judgment. See them for what they are, just passing stories. Practice this daily, and over time, you'll notice a shift. You'll stop being dragged by every fleeting emotion or worry. You'll begin to move through life with ease and clarity. If you've resonated with this message and want to take the next step in transforming your life, I invite you to connect with me. Together, we'll dive deeper into these principles and create a personalized roadmap for your growth. Don't wait for tomorrow to start living with clarity, peace, and purpose. Click the link below and let's begin this journey toward the life you truly deserve.